Hello everybody, my name is Captain Stat and welcome to my next video, or my newest video, in my Funniest Words in English challenge. I'm here today with my friend Bruce the pig, who you can see right there, obviously. He's a great pig. You know, someday he's gonna make really sweet bacon. Yeah. Or pork chop, in this case. Anyway, so welcome to my video. If you are new to the series, then let me explain it to you a bit. Basically, what I do is I take a word, in this case here, collywobbles, and which I have found on a list online that you can find very easily. Just Google funniest words in English, and it's a list of 100 words. It's on multiple different websites. I found it all over the place. So yeah, check that out. Suggest to me in the comments if you want a specific word done, and I might be able to get to that one next. But yeah, I take the word, and then I set myself a 20-minute timer, and I do a build inspired by that word. So, let me just get my view here. We've done collywobbles, still one of my favorites, which means butterflies in the stomach. A bibliophobia, which means a fear of running out of reading material. So this guy's like panicking because he's almost done his book. This word, which I have vowed to never try and say again because really I just can't pronounce it, which means lacking a brain. And then gardyloo, which is a shout or a warning when about to throw water on someone from above. So, those are the ones I've done. Check them out. There should be a link on screen to my channel. And subscribe if you like this video and if you like the concept. It's something that I plan on keeping doing. So if you want to keep up with me, subscribe. It'd be great. Today's word, I love it. Namby-Pamby. Namby-Pamby. And this one, let me just pull up my definitions here, means weak, with no backbone. So, yeah, you don't have a backbone. You're pathetic, weak. You're namby-pamby. I'm never going to call anyone weak again. I'm only going to call them namby-pamby. It'd be awesome. Okay, silly moment upcoming. It'd be awesome if their name was Bambi, because then they could be the Namby-Pamby-Bambi. Yeah? Or like, oh, like Randy, or Sammy, or anything that ends with that E sound, I guess. Namby-Pamby. Yeah, alright. So I've got a slime in the middle of my build area. I think I can work around that. I might end up getting frustrated and killing him. We'll see. So, I guess, without further ado, my pig, future bacon, is still here. Great. Oh god, they're multiplying. Yep. Alright, so namby-pamby. Let's get started. So, weak with no backbone. And my timer for 20 minutes is on. Alright, so, I think I have some idea of what I'm going to do for this one. Let's see. Let's see. This is what a foot looks like. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So, I've got a song stuck in my head. And you might eventually figure out what that song is. I might even start singing it. Who knows? I don't know. It could happen. That doesn't make sense. That does not make logical sense whatsoever. And everyone watching is like, what is she making? Nothing so far makes logical sense. Oh, that's ironic. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Hint. Doop, 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 doop. Another foot. That's a hint. These are feet, in case we weren't sure. Because, I mean, why would you be sure? Look at my artistic talent. Go! Can't you tell that's a foot? It's a Minecraft foot, so it makes sense. I don't need to be artistically talented to do blocks, right? Right? Anybody? Agreeing? Disagreeing? Telling me I'm wonderful? No? Oh, Captain, you're so beautifully, wonderfully awesome. Why would anyone ever think that you didn't have artistic talent? Oh, sorry, that's my lying going on. Let's see. These things, when I think of them, they have shapes more like this. Actually, they have shapes more like this kind of thing going on. Whoa. Well, not like that. Kind of like that. It works. Go with it. And then we would have this. Which would not be there. Would in fact be here. We'd have this as well. All right. For frame of reference, because I'm gonna have to get rid of that. If you haven't figured out what I'm building yet, that's perfectly okay. Again, my talent, you know, it might not be that swell. But the song that's been stuck in my head, which will probably give you a good hint as to what it is that I'm building, would be the foot bone's connected to the leg bone's connected to the hip bone connected to the backbone. Yeah, I can't remember all of the songs. This makes more sense too. I don't know why, but it does. Okay, it's like a little TIE fighter hip thing. Yeah, okay, so we got the feet, the legs, because you know, Minecraft, no knees and whatever, and the hips. He's really tall, that's all. The spine, these are going to be shoulders. It would not do that. Would do this. Like this, I think, would be a shoulderish thing. Sure. Who knows? That's what a shoulder looks like these days, kids. Kadoke, kadoke. Okay, that's what I meant in there. Okay. And then from here, yeah, like this. And then our hands. Oh, well, let's make the hands the same as we made the feet. Oh, we built it too close for that. Okay, well, so, without further ado, we're going to destroy what we just did. Isn't that great? So, oh, interesting story to tell all of you. This week, I discovered to some abject horror, and when I say some, I mean quite a bit of abject horror, that my hard drive on my computer, which is a 2 terabyte hard drive, was suddenly very, very full. And when I mean suddenly very full, I mean I went from having like no, sorry, that's not the right word. That's not the word I was looking for. I went from having about a terabyte and a half of free space to suddenly, oh, get rid of that daylight crap. All right, to suddenly having only about 400 gigs of free space left. So my computer was suddenly very, very full, and I had no idea why. I can't remember, or I couldn't have remembered. I have since figured it out, and I will tell you the ending. I couldn't remember having done anything that would warrant that much space suddenly disappearing. I couldn't remember downloading anything. I figured maybe my Steam games had become much larger than I had ever thought that they could possibly be, and had taken up all of my space. I thought that maybe it was all my pictures. I have a lot of pictures. I've done quite a bit of traveling, and so I have a lot of photos, and I hadn't really considered the space they took up. So I thought maybe I had recently copied a file of a folder of pictures twice, without realizing that I'd done it twice. So I looked through everything. I immediately started backing up all of my files onto external hard drives and destroying pretty much everything that was actually on my computer. That feels too wide. Oh well, that's the way it's gonna be. So, like immediately, these were my options. I had to solve the problem. I couldn't go on with no idea why all my space was disappearing. Because I need that space. I mean, I do videos, I do take a lot of pictures with my travels. And yeah, so heart attack happened, and then I figured I had some sort of random virus, and I know I didn't have a virus. I know I was being irrational and dumb, but moment of panic, that's where my brain went. And so I ran a full virus scan, which by the way took like 30 hours, so that was a joy. And nothing was wrong there, thankfully. So I really had no idea. I had taken everything. All my pictures were gone. I took all my music off. I took all my movies off. I took everything off the computer. And that's when I realized that the only folder I hadn't touched was the folder that I am saving these videos to, the ones that I'm making right now with you. So I checked, and as of right now, I believe I have 5 or 6 videos posted, and maybe one more than that hasn't yet been compiled and uploaded. And that's kind of when and how I realized that these videos, the originals as I'm screen capturing them, were 800 gigs. So 800 gigs was being used up just on these files, just on the originals of these files. The files that I actually have to load to YouTube are obviously much smaller. And yet, here I was, with oh so much stuff going on, and absolutely no idea that that was the problem. So I deleted the originals, and I've kept all the YouTube versions, which is really all I need. And yeah, so my problem's solved. I now have my 1.5 terabyte free space left. And I'm so happy about that. I'm so glad it wasn't something more intense or more dangerous or dangerous, or more computerly threatening, I guess I should say. This should be wider because that's where the mouth is, so it would be narrower only. Okay. Trying to like shape a headish thing going on here. It's not really working. It's not really not working. It's better than that. Better than that. Alright. I'm getting there. But yeah, so thankfully that crisis was averted and I can continue making videos, no problem. I really gotta do something, about all those slimes though. They're really starting to lag me out. Excuse me. Goodness gracious, I should not have had cake for dinner. Oh, I had cake for dinner. Ha. Um, dessert. I mean, clearly. Dessert. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. Look, it's taking shape. Ha! Get it? It's taking shape. God, I'm pathetic. I laugh at my own jokes, though, so they must be somewhat funny. Hee 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 hee. Yeah? Anyone? Anybody? Sure. Look, a skull. Alright, I think I need some black wool here. Just to emphasize the missing point and to make it so that stuff is not totally visible from inside. Alright! We have a skeletal version of a Minecraft dude. Yeah, I'm gonna connect these up too. Because I'm picturing like a skeleton from like a science class or something, so all the bits would be connected, but not in the way that they normally would, because I mean these areas are all cartilage and stuff in the real world, right? And muscles and many things thusly that simply don't translate into wool blocks. So there's a finished skeleton. The hips are still kind of weird. Oh well, they'll do. Little tailbone here, and then see, there's usually like an opening here, kind of a thing. Wouldn't be like that. It'd be like this, kinda. Whoops. Kind of like this. Is this making some sense? How's that? I feel better about that. This is a tailbone. All right. So. Yeah. All right. Oh, by the way, as I'm finishing this, I have 6.5 minutes left, so I'm doing fantastic. Though right now, as you can tell, the Namby-Pamby, which again means without a backbone, weak, still has its backbone, so I still have to get rid of this. And I think we'll make it red. We'll put it in, but it'll be red as if it's just not there. It's red. Danger! Your backbone is missing. Danger! 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 Alright. Or, maybe it'll look better if we just don't have it. So I want to, like, somehow express that it is just not there. That's the hips. Yeah. Well, yeah, my brain is a-thinking. Oh, also, a word has been suggested to me, anti-disestablishmentarianism, which, by the way, I have to tell you, I managed to spell, or misspell, using only one incorrect letter. So I'm pretty proud of my almost correctly spelling anti-disestablishmentarianism on the first try. I don't know if I like what I'm doing right now. We'll find out momentarily. Trying to put like an X to show that it's just not there. It does not translate well. So yeah, I'd like to know if anyone else thinks that I should do that. I think it's a really tough word to do. It's not on my list. It has been suggested as a finale word. I mean, we're obviously nowhere close to a finale. What, Captain? You're only gonna do 5 episodes and now you're already talking about a finale? Well, no, I have no intention of worrying about the finale right now. But if a finale is even in my near future, it's not. I mean, I'm in my distant future then, whatever. In the conceivable future, I'm making motions with my, anyway. But yeah, I'd like to know what anyone thinks about anti-disestablishmentarianism, if there are any suggestions or words that one might think that I should do other than that one, because that one is really tough. Oh, look, a zombie! What do you have in your head? I got zombies up in my skulls. All right, there. So yeah, oh, look, God me, I have to control the time. Move the sun across the sky so that it can do its journey once more. Wow, I got weird there for a second. Bacon! So, yeah. Yeah, let me know what you think about some words. Or if you think that I'm ridiculously crazy for even considering anti-disestablishmentarianism. Because, I mean, I'd have to write it out, too. Can you imagine? It'd be like, way the hell's over here, all the way over here. I'm getting so distracted away from my build. I think I'm done. I still have 3 minutes. Wow. Huh. Huh. Man, I am so much happier with this skull than with that skull. It's much more Minecrafty in that it is square. Yep. You know what, though? I could do this. I could have... It should extend out one more in the back, because looking at him now, I see that I do, in fact, extend one more out. So, I will finish this up, and then my time should be almost up. Now, I've still got 3 minutes. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Anyway, close enough. Also, I've been thinking of maybe doing some similar items to these, but travel themed, like country themed, instead of just word themed. Now that's just something for me to think about for the future, but I'd like to know if any of you have any thoughts on it. Travel's something that's really important to me, and I'd like to incorporate it somehow. Yeah. I think. Wow, my time's still not up. Wow, I'm sorry, guys. This one was not as long as I thought it would be. Oh well. Yeah, if anyone has any suggestions, comments, anything else they'd like to say, I'm just gonna stop the timer. 1 minute, 16 seconds left. If anyone else has, anyone else, apart from those people who were just talking to, no. If anyone has any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, anything really, I would love to hear them. I'm always very open to and interested in finding out what people think. Constructive criticism is also very much so appreciated. You can always improve. So, today's build. I'm quite happy with it. I think he's kind of adorable. Namby-Pamby, which means weak with no backbone. So here is our skeletal Minecraft dude, who very clearly, as I swing through it, has no backbone whatsoever. So that's Namby-Pamby. Bacon, double bacon. Now all I need is a cheeseburger part. Sidetracked. So yeah. Please click on any of the links that should be appearing above the videos here if you want to check out any of my other videos. That would be swell. And don't forget to click to subscribe. Yeah, I guess that's all I've got for you today. It was a good build. I enjoyed it. Thanks everyone for watching. Again, I am Captain Stat, and this has been a Funny Words in English video. Ciao!